Welcome to Nutty Buddy Entertainment. The next award being presented is the Just the Way You Are Award. This is presented to a side character that you liked as just a side character. And the nominees are...
Okay, before we do the nominees, let's get to the honorable mentions. Here we go. So a different Flash.
Yeah, I liked him.
Thompson. Yeah, that's I believe that's you, Neil. You want to go ahead and make your case?
Yeah, he was fine. Because I love Joe Manganiello's performance so much. This guy was fine physically, still suitable for the role, still a complete dingus, but in a way better than the MCU version. And I wish I could remember that actor's name because he's in Grand Budapest Hotel, so that's embarrassing for me. Yeah, this guy's good, but he's not quite all the way there. It's a downgrade from Raimi to Webb on this one, but I still liked him enough, and I liked in the film they actually have him turn during the course of the first movie into where he sympathises with Peter after the death of Uncle Ben.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "No, I know what you're going through, man," and to have that change of character, I liked him. That he was perfect as a side character. Not a Flash Thompson I want to see developed beyond that movie, to be honest. But yeah, I liked him just the way he was.
That's right. Yeah, I liked him too, and I think you're right. He was used just enough.
Yeah.
Here you go, Elliot. Your guy here, Happy.
Yes.
You want to make a case for Happy?
Well, Jon Favreau puts himself in his own movies, but you don't mind because he seems like the kind of guy to help you move if you asked him. I'm just glad Jon Favreau is just still involved in the MCU, even though he hasn't directed since the second Iron Man 11 years ago. I'm just happy to see Happy Hogan continue beyond Robert Downey Jr.'s legacy, and the fact he's going to be sort of like taking over sort of like the father figure mentor role in a way to shoulder Peter through life. Yeah, no, it's just good. It's just good to see just more Happy Hogan. Yeah, I'm happy to see Happy. There's my case.
No, I like it, and I like his role in Spider-Man's life throughout the MCU too. You know, especially we'll talk about it I think a little later, but that scene where he's helping Peter out on the plane. You know, you love that stuff with him. Good side character. Neil, I'm going to give you another opportunity because I thought this was an interesting person on your list.
Yeah, I really like her. I really like Betty. So sorry, I'll let you finish.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Tell the audience.
I'm gonna let you finish.
I'm gonna let you finish. Betty Brant from the MCU
Mm-hmm.
is surprisingly my favourite version that we've had. We didn't have a Betty Brant in The Amazing Spider-Man, to my knowledge.
No, we didn't.
We really didn't. No, we really didn't. I quite like. Who is it? It's Anjuri Rice is the name of the actress. I don't know. I'll have to look it up after we finish recording. I just really like her. She's got the personality that I like. She seems goofy but intelligent. She's just this sweet character. I really like it. You can see the Betty that we get later on could have started off as this person. So it's one of the few times where Flash Thompson in the MCU is terrible, but this version of Betty, great, love it. Really, I just like her as a character. She's very. It's the performance as well. When the beginning of Far From Home, when they're doing the news bulletin in the school. And her co-host is saying, "Yeah, it's weird. You know, I came back after the snap, and you know, my brother's now 5 years older than me." She says, "Yeah, that's how math works."
That's good.
You're right, Neil. It is Angaria Rice.
Yes, yeah, she's great. I really like her, and she's working for the Daily Bugle in No Way Home. So I'm looking forward. She runs the TikTok for the Daily Bugle, doesn't she? In No Way Home, apparently. I'm looking forward to that. That's good. That sounds interesting.
Yeah. Even though we don't like TikTok, that's
no, yeah, but that's great.
Okay, let's get into our actual nominees. I think there's only two we're gonna have. You're gonna have to help me with the pronunciation of Ditkovich. Okay, so it is on both your lists, and so because it's number one on your list, Neil, do you want to make the case for Dinklage.
Do you know, I've only got one word: iconic.
Iconic.
It's iconic, isn't it?
It
Anywhere
is.
You go, you see his picture, you see Mr. Dickovich in a picture for a meme. You don't even have to have any text in. You see him, and the first thing you think is Rent.
Rent.
That's it. That's it. Rent. Done. Case made. That is iconic. The fact that that's it. He's Peter's landlord, and he's great in Spider-Man 3. But come on, his first appearance in Spider-Man 2. That lives on. That cinematic history there, my friends. Done. Dusted. Winner. Moving on.
Oh boy. Well, let's look at our second nominee. Maybe Elliot has something to say about that. Elliot, you want to make the case for James Jonah Jameson?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Okay. I'm going to back off, I think.
The most perfect casting in the history of comic book movies. It can never be topped. This is the only casting that rivals Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark in the history of comic book cinema. Completely flawless. And just even like in the same vein of Mr. Dickovich's first appearance. His first appearance, like, he doesn't want to be famous, and I'll make him infamous. That is iconic. That's all I need to say.
I will never forget when I'm trying to remember it, when Spider-Man loses his powers and he has the suit on the wall and Spider-Man's back, and he steals the suit, and he goes from like mourning Spider-Man's, he's a criminal, he's a thief, that was great. I love that.
He was a hero. I couldn't see it. It's like he was a thief!
Yes,
Criminal!
that's it,
He stole my suit! He's a menace to the entire city! I want that rogue crawling arachnid prosecuted! I want him strung up by his web! I want Spider-Man!
That's great. Yeah, that's probably one of the... When I
Wow.
think of him, that's the scene I think of every time. Okay, so you ready for the winner?
Yeah.
The winner of the Just the Way You Are award goes to James Jonah Jameson.
Yeah.
Deserving.
Yeah,
Utterly deserving.
yeah. I'm so excited that he's going to be in the MCU now.
I was so pleased because obviously in Amazing Spider-Man 2, it's just a guy on the end of an email saying wrong. And it's like, oh, no, well, maybe we'll cast him later on. But no, with the MCU, they went, we can't recast this. It has to be J.K. Simmons or nobody. And I'm glad that they stood by that. Brilliant.
Great cast. Well, did we get it right? Did James Jonah Jameson deserve the Just the Way You Are award? Please let us know in the comments section and like and subscribe to the video. If you haven't yet, please follow me on my Instagram at nuttybuddy_entertainment, and feel free to listen to the podcast on Nutty Buddy Entertainment wherever you find or listen to your podcast. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you guys enjoy, and we'll talk to you guys soon.